Hi, Jane Donald from Bobberry Real Estate. As we close out the second quarter of 2026, we saw a noticeable shift in the market activity. There was less stock available for sale and buyer demand softened following 3 interest rate rises. In addition, changes affecting property investors announced in the federal budget in May influenced buyer sentiment. The strong activity experienced in the first quarter was largely driven by metropolitan investors. With fewer of these buyers active in the market during quarter 2, competition eased and market conditions became more balanced. By the numbers, over the past quarter, our team successfully completed 24 property sales, representing just over half the number of sales achieved in the first quarter. The highest sale was $1.31 million and the lowest sale was $395,000. There were 273 buyer inspections and 135 offers received. In May, we successfully held the first open for inspection at the No. 1 Church Street Apartments, attracting more than 150 attendees. The response was extremely encouraging and highlighted the strong interest in this exciting development. The next open for inspection will be Level 7 Apartments to be held from 1 to 2 p.m. this Saturday, the 18th of July. We invite all prospective buyers to come along and inspect. 2 trends that have emerged during the quarter are buyers becoming more conservative in their purchasing decisions, placing greater emphasis on rental returns, ongoing maintenance costs, and the potential cost of repairs. With less competition in the market, buyers were generally taking more time to make decisions and conduct due diligence before committing to a purchase. The most popular property on the market this quarter was 5 Rivergun Place, marketed by Ross Woodham. This attracted 29 buyer inspections, with the property ultimately selling for $680,000 to a first-time buyer, reflecting continued strong demand from this section of the market. There were several standout sales for the quarter. 10 Dawson Street was a beautifully presented home in South Dubbo and it sold for $853,000 to a Sydney-based investor, marketed by Jennifer McGrath. 10/4 Diane Street, a 3-bedroom house in Southgate, sold for $810,000 to a local downsizer. And 173 Wingewarra Street, a renovated heritage home in central Dubbo, sold prior to auction for $760,000 to a first home buyer. This was marketed by L. Roberts. The Big Day Out is coming out and we are excited to be hosting our 3rd Big Day Out on Saturday the 8th of August, celebrating all things real estate. With prizes, giveaways, competitions and plenty of opportunities to learn more about the local property market, we'd love to see you there, especially if you're considering buying or selling or investing in the near future. Looking ahead as we move into the second half of 2006, buyer inquiry remains strong and well-priced, well-marketed properties continue to achieve excellent results. However, with reduced competition compared to the first quarter, we are expecting price growth to be moderate for the remainder of the year, more than we expected in the first quarter. The median house price in Dubbo currently sits at $680,000 and we anticipate this will remain relatively stable throughout the remainder of the year. Whilst market conditions have slightly changed, opportunities continue to exist for buyers and sellers. Success will depend on understanding the current market and making informed decisions. So if you are considering selling, investing or buying, or would simply like insight into current opportunities, we're here to help. Please get in contact.